Hey guys, Eric back with you. Today we're taking a look at the Ryobi 18 volts Orbital Jig Saw. This is the P5231, so stick around, we'll take a look. Let's go ahead and open the box and see what we have. All right, so pretty basic. Once you get inside here, you just have the saw and the instructions. All right, so if you take a look here, we got a couple of different speeds, and it actually shows you on the side what speed you should be doing for the different type of cutting you're doing, which is really cool. So you just turn that knob there for the different speeds. Then up here, you also have more speed control, it looks like. So pretty basic. This is gonna take the 18 volt battery that all your other Ryobi devices do. Okay guys, so coming out of the box, you can see that it's pretty basic. You know, you got your saw, and it also does come with a blade. That was one thing that we were curious about when we bought it, so we did end up buying other blades just in case. But it does come with one blade with the instruction manual. It does have the speed match on the side. You can set that for the different materials that you are cutting. And I did misspeak before, that is not a safety on the side, that is actually a lock to lock the trigger as you're working. And then on the top, that is more fine tuning of your speed, which we will show you. The other thing that it has is an adjustable base. You can adjust it from 0 degrees to 45 degrees right or left, depending on what you're cutting. We'll take a look at it. We'll cut a couple of things that we have and see how it works. All right, so it does have a tool-free quick load for the blade. So we're using the blade that came with it, and it's just really easy. Spins in, locks in place. So we'll do a close-up of that, but seriously, just twist and it's in place. It's super easy, so perfect. And then, like we said before, it's the same 18 volt batteries that we've come to love, and we're off to the races there. Okay guys, so got a couple of projects we're doing today. I'm moving into a new place, and Logan was kind enough to come down and help me. And while we were getting stuff moved in, we realized we had projects. So what better way to do it than to get in and make a video while we're doing this. So the first thing we're doing is I need to make some more planks for my kids' bunk beds because it's starting to sag a little bit. So we're just gonna cut a couple of pieces here so we can get them on the bunk bed there. And once again, we did the speed match. I did set it on 3 because that's what we got for wood. Depending on your products, you set it to what you need. So far, I'm really impressed with the way it's cutting. It's really strong. I honestly have never used a battery-powered saw before. Everything I've ever used has been corded. And so this actually is better than the corded jigsaw that I had previously. It's cutting amazing and really good with the battery, so. So here we are in my kids' bedroom. Like I said before, we started setting up the beds, and one thing I had noticed is that the slats that they already have going across, they're starting to sag, and I just wanted to be able to reinforce a little bit. So that's why we ended up cutting these extra ones. So I'm going to be placing 2 on each of the kids' beds, just to, like I said, reinforce there. I've done this on my other bed, in our guest room, as well as in our master bedroom. Most of the beds that you get will have minimal support there. I wasn't so concerned with the bed that's on the ground needing the extra support, but definitely this one, the kids like to jump on a little bit more. So we're gonna go ahead and get these extra slats in there. And now that we have them in there, we'll go ahead and just get them screwed down. But just wanted you guys to be able to see what we were doing with the project today. Okay, that was the easy project, and now we'll move on to something a little more fun. For our second project, what we have here is just like a train table or a car table of my son's, and it used to have a really thin piece of wood over the top so that you could put it over and kind of block everything else out. My kids like to use that to make bridges and try and climb across, and it wasn't strong enough for them, ended up breaking. And we want something to be able to hide their toys a little bit more. So we're going to cut another lid for it, another top for it, so we can kind of block some of those toys out. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and cut the top piece for that train table. We have already marked it out off of the one that broke, so now we're just ready to cut. Okay, now we're just going to go ahead and drill a pilot hole so we can get in with the saw and try and cut out this handle so we can get the lid on and off of the table. There we go. So here we have it, it's all cut out. We have the top on the table now. So we'll be able to go ahead and hide the kids' toys. Overall, using the saw, I think it worked really well for what we needed it to today. One thing that I forgot to point out on there is that there is a light on the top. So that's really cool. As you pull the trigger on it, that lights up. So as with other Ryobi tools that we have, it comes standard with that light. Worked really well for the project that we needed it for today. Like I'd already said, I'm really impressed. I've never used a battery powered saw before, and I really like it. I honestly don't think I would go back to a corded jigsaw after using this one today. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the video today. Don't forget, if you liked it, like, subscribe, and go check out our channel. We have a tool giveaway going on right now, so go check that out. You can see, you just twist it, put the blade. You're not recording this, are you? And you should be good enough to get the saw blade into. Not quite.